Hi guys, how's it going? Chris here, the big snowman, and today I'm going to be sharing a video with you about Titanfall and my final actual thoughts. What I really do think about this game now I've had some time to play it, and now that the honeymoon period is over, I can finally give you sort of like a should you get it kind of review, if you would, with quotation marks and sarcasm. So, my first initial thoughts on this were, wow, this is, such a drastic, massive change from Battlefield, and I mean, part of that has to do with a lot of the smoothness of the game, how smooth the game plays out, how the hit detection is in it, and how you don't really feel as though you're being cheated when you get killed. I mean, it's a fast-paced game, very twitchy, kind of. I mean, I'd say even more so than Call of Duty, and obviously the comparisons are always going to be there between first-person shooters, so let's get that one out there early. Yes, I'm going to be talking about Call of Duty in this video and Battlefield, because they're the main games that are sort of the competitors of today in the games industry. Not even talking about single-player games, we're talking about games that are taking in a lot of money, and a lot of money regularly as well, like sort of yearly. So anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, the guns are well balanced in my opinion, thus far anyway. I mean, obviously there's going to be patches for the game, like there is in every single game, because they need to patch stuff that goes wrong on release and blah 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 blah. So yes, that is something that is going to be, going in with that is the balancing and things like that. But as it is now, as the game stands in the beta, it is very balanced in my opinion. And I mean, I think it all comes down to how fast you are at aiming at someone, and how accurate you are with getting your shots on spot and stuff like that with this game. Overall, with the Titans, what I can say is, if this was an infantry only game, I would love it. And that's going to come as quite like a shock, because the whole marketing campaign and the whole point in this game is that you get Titans that fall from the sky, and you get to play in them. They're basically big tech, mech suits. But in my opinion, the infantry play in this game is so much better than the Titan gameplay. A lot of people will disagree with me on that, and they're going to sort of think, well, that's the point in the game. However, I feel like the infantry gameplay is that smooth and that good that it does the game justice, and that getting in the Titan kind of, for me anyway, personally, it takes the gameplay experience down from what it should be. I mean, it's making this fast-paced action shooter into, which is going from click to click to click, and you're going from kill to kill to kill, to this sort of like stale sort of gameplay mechanic that you get into a Titan and bam, it's kind of like slowed down. Now bear in mind that these thoughts of mine to do with the Titans are my own, and they don't actually sort of reflect the views of the majority of people out there. So obviously, a lot of people out there might actually love the Titan gameplay. However, in my opinion, I mean, I've always been an infantry player. I've always loved, the infantry side of things, even on Battlefield 3 and 4. Even though there are a mass amount of vehicles in it, I've always chose to go down the infantry route, because that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy things that I consider, skill, or skill-based combat, where it's sort of like 1v1 or 1v4 or 1v8. Who's going to be the cleverer person? And in my opinion, you could be a lot sneakier as an infantry player than creeping up on someone with a tank or a Titan. And I mean, a lot of the beta I did play with a suppressor, even though it was putting me at a very big disadvantage, because using a suppressor in this game really does take the damage away. Like, you can't really. It's a lot harder for you to kill people with a silencer in this game, which is a good thing. I mean, it's probably realistic. I'm not 100% accurate with guns in real life, because I never really shot a gun in real life, but I trust developers when they say that using a suppressor does that to a weapon. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now and kind of talk more about my actual opinion on this game. So as I said, when I first made the first impressions video to do with Titanfall, I was so over the moon that there was actual game out that was sort of, a lot better in terms of hit registration, in terms of gameplay, in terms of general you know, having less problems. I mean, the game is capped at 60 FPS, which is a problem. It's a massive problem because, you know, those competitive gamers out there like me, anything that we can find to get the edge on gameplay mechanics, which would be, you know, having a higher frame rate than the average player, we're going to take. You know, it's always a bonus thing to be. I mean, the reason that you go for PC, I think, as well as, you know, having a mouse and keyboard and having a lot of control over your game, is that you get a lot more options to do things, i.e. graphics, i.e. high refresh rate screens, a lot of things that console players don't get, and that's really the advantage, primarily from a hardware perspective, and from, you know, a competitive edge, which is good. You know, that's why we get it, and that is a big problem, being capped at 60 FPS. Now hopefully they will patch this in the future. Just to give you guys, I mean, I'll give you a bit of information on my thoughts on, like, you know, the Titan, the infantry play. I know it's not in depth, but I mean, just to give you an overall thing, this will not be by any means taking priority over the Battlefield series and things like that I do on YouTube, primarily because I feel that after playing this game over and over again for a certain amount of time, it feels as though every single game will in fact be the same. I mean, it's really fun. It's a fun game, and it is very sort of, you know, I enjoyed playing it, and I will play it with my friends occasionally, but I will not by any means be playing this primarily, and it will not be taking up the, you know, the majority of time on YouTube that I do. I might be doing a couple of videos here and there of it, you know, if I get good games or gameplays or whatever, but they will be like 6 minutes long, like, you know, like this gameplay was. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say, was that main highlight, really good infantry play. If you're into doing mech suits and stuff like that, I'd probably honestly go with a game like Hawken. I think that's pronounced right. It's a game that's coming out. You can buy it now on Steam, I think, the alpha version or the beta version, I'm not too sure. And that is primarily just, you know, the Titans from Titanfall. So I mean, unless you want a bit of both, which I guess that's this game offers. I'm hoping that when the game fully releases, there's going to be an infantry only mode, because then I probably will enjoy it a lot more, especially with the weapons and things like that. Obviously, I'll be able to give you a full sort of review on the game as soon as it launches, which I've already got it pre-ordered. So I will be giving you my, you know, my final thoughts on the actual full release when it comes out. Now, I hope you guys didn't get too bored with this video. I know that you guys, you know, pretty much the overall majority of the people that watch my videos are here for the Battlefield, and, you know, I am here for the Battlefield too. I did originally think that this game was going to sort of be, you know, the killer of Battlefield, and hopefully when I can actually get Battlefield 4 to work again on my computer, because there's something wrong with it where it just keeps stuttering and crashing every single game I have, so I've not been able to actually physically make any videos for you guys. Otherwise I would love to, because, you know, I enjoy making videos. So apologies on that front. Thanks a lot for watching this video, by the way, guys. Sorry if it took up too much of your time, but yeah, just wanted to get my final opinions across on the beta just before it ends. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my verdict. Please leave your comments in the section in regards to what you think about the TitanFall beta, whether or not you played it, what your experiences were with it, and what you enjoyed / didn't enjoy. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I've been the Big Snowman. Peace.